Have you ever wondered why you are always the one chasing and never being chased? Why you are the one making plans, putting in efforts, texting first, reaching out to people, but no one seems to be doing that for you? Well, if that sounds like you, then you're at the right place, because today we're going to talk about all of these things. We're going to break down why this happens and, most importantly, how to stop it. By the end of this video, I hope you understand the mindset and behavior that can help you to stop chasing and start attracting. Hello, my name is Parul Ligam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we talk about self-love, healing, motivation, and life in general. If you are somebody who constantly tries to chase people, if you're constantly seeking love, time, validation from outer world, then this video is for you. Let's get started. Well, let's dive into the psychology behind the chase. There's something called the scarcity principle. Basically, people value things that are rare. The more you're available for someone, the more you chase someone, the less valuable you will seem to them. I know it sounds harsh, but it is true. Because, people are way more interested in things that are limited editions, the things that are hard to get. They will work that extra mile to actually obtain those things. But when you're constantly chasing, you're telling the other person that you do not value your own self. You're always available. Hey, I'm here, I'm present, which unfortunately makes you seem less desirable, especially in those initial stages of a relationship when you're just trying to get to know someone. You seem like you're trying to occupy all the space of this other person, and they're not left with any choice but to walk away. Now, there's one thing to establish a very healthy bond with somebody, to process what you both are going through, your own emotions, and there's another thing to constantly wait for them to text back, to ask them for their attention, as if you do not have a life outside that relationship, which makes it super unhealthy, because you might get attached to this person and they won't feel the same way, because you haven't given them that space, that time to process all these emotions. When you're always talking, when you want to glue to this person all the time, you're not giving them that space to channel their emotions, how they feel about you. So if you expect such a treatment, that they will always give you attention, that they will always be present for you, then you will always end up being disappointed in such a relationship, because it is basically you trying to fulfill that need, that absence of not having somebody around or not having somebody to take care of you. And when it comes to relationships, the more effort you put in, it actually makes the other person feel burdened with those feelings, and then they will want to escape that situation. It makes those efforts less valuable to them. The more efforts, the over effort that you're trying to do, that you think will make them stay, will actually push them away in the end. So why do we chase? Most of the time, it is rooted in our self-worth. It has to do with our self-worth. We chase because deep down we fear this rejection, that if I just keep showing up for this person, if I keep showing them my worth, maybe someday they will get convinced that, okay, this person is worth my time. But here's the hard truth. Chasing does not convince anyone of your worth, but it actually shows that you do not see that worth in your own self. So when you're constantly seeking attention, you're also letting other people define your value, your worth, because you will only be as good enough, or you will see yourself as good enough as they see you. You will let them convince you that this is all you're worth it. The way they treat you, you'll start treating yourself. The way they see you, you will start seeing yourself. And you will end up being the way they exactly see you, the way they showed that, okay, you are this person, and you will end up being convinced that, yes, maybe I am this person. And that is when you ask yourself, am I chasing them because I like them, or am I chasing them because of my own insecurities, because of something that is missing inside me, that maybe this person's external validation will help me feel better about my own self, will help me feel better about my own insecurities, what is missing inside me. Maybe their validation will end up filling it, that yes, you're worth it. See, if they accept you, you will try to finally see that worth in yourself, which you don't already do. Another thing that plays a major role behind this mindset of chasing somebody is your attachment style. Basically, if you have anxious attachment, or if you do not have a secure, healthy attachment style, you will end up chasing somebody because you might feel insecure in relationships. You might have this fear of losing the other person or this fear of being abandoned. So you will try to compensate with this chase, this idea of chasing this other person, that if only I chase them harder, maybe they will stay. You do not feel secure in a relationship. One day you might end up losing it all just because of your own anxiety, just because you cannot process your emotions. It's important to remember here that love isn't something that you have to beg for, and if the other person wants to walk away, the door is right there. They will leave no matter what, no matter how hard you try to chase them. So it is better to work on your attachment style. First try to develop a healthy relationship with your own self, and then try to work on your relationship with the people around you. In your life, if you put that limelight on somebody else, you will always be the side character. And if you have to be the main character, you have to take that limelight and put it on you. So how do you stop this chase? By putting that limelight on you, put that focus on you, and make yourself the main character. Take that power back. Take that validation from yourself. Seek it from your future self. How you see it. Write it down. What you want to become. How confident, how attractive, what all things you want in your life, what all things you want to do in your life, how do you wish to be as a person. Start writing it down. Talk about it to yourself. And chase automatically stops when you shift the focus from the outer world to the inner world. You have to be that one person who takes care of you. And you know why people are drawn to those who actually are confident in themselves? Because they know that these are the secure people who will actually try to make the relationship work, and nobody has to try harder to make such relationships stay or last long, because they automatically do. Two people who are happy as individuals, they will automatically come together and make something beautiful out of a relationship. So you do not have to work harder. It won't feel like a burden. A relationship shouldn't feel like a burden in the first place. If you are secure in yourself, you will start attracting. The more desperate energy you will hold, the more you will try to push away things that you truly deserve. You will create that blockage in your own life. The longer you wait for something, the longer you chase things, the more you will have to wait for the right things to take their place, the right things to enter your life. You must have heard those stories where people say that I found the love of my life when I wasn't looking for it. I found my dream job when I wasn't trying too hard. I found my passion when I wasn't even looking for it. That's when you realize the power of detachment and the power of not being too desperate to receive things. When you are ready to receive something, when you are actually capable, when you're worthy of something, it will automatically be aligned to you. It will automatically come to you, because the universe is actually not working against you, it is working in your favor. When you actually truly deserve something, it will come to you. Be it money, be it a relationship, be it anything. It can be anything. Trust me, it will come to you. It will walk into your life. It will walk through that door that you're sitting in front of, desperately waiting for a man or a woman or anybody to stay in. That's when you realize the power of the universe, the power of your higher self, that it will come to you on its own when you are ready to receive it. You have to let it go. You have to free yourself completely. If you don't do that, you won't make space for something better to come into your life. You have to do that. When you detach yourself from the outcome, whether it's a relationship or someone's approval, you free yourself. See how it works? You stop obsessing over things. That's when things start happening to you. You stop obsessing over people. That's when people start noticing you. When you are not desperate for things, but you're seeking them actually. You know that you deserve them. That's when you receive those things, because what you are seeking is actually seeking you. So the next time you find yourself chasing somebody, running behind somebody, waiting for them to text back, getting desperate, ask yourself, will the best version of me actually want this? Does the best version of me deserve this treatment? Do I deserve to be like this? Is this my reality? You create the version of you in your mind, the version that you are actually looking forward to. And if that version is this desperate self, this person who is chasing this unhealed version, we can always choose healing. We can always choose to be better people. And yes, you might feel that there's nothing wrong in the chase, but in the long run, you will end up hurting yourself. So you have to see, you want short-term gains or long-term returns. That's how you have to compare both things. Do you want to invest in a long-term relationship? Do you want to invest in yourself as a long-term goal? You have to be the best version of yourself in the long term, not in terms of 1 year or a few months, but maybe in 5 years. How do I see myself? Does the best version of me want this? Will my future partner be this kind of person? If that is the energy that you want, then that is the energy that you will get in return. The next time you find yourself chasing somebody, talk to yourself, sit with yourself, understand yourself, because it is not a one-day thing that you'll wake up one day and then you'll free yourself. It is a slow process and it will take time. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. I'm really looking forward to your feedback. Thank you so much, and don't forget to love yourself today. Bye. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.